Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Cheryl Stillman, and welcome to the Love Code. Thanks for joining me for another wonderful, inspiring conversation. This is such a great program for me to do because I just so enjoy the conversations that I have with amazing people, inspiring people, and that really is the purpose of the Love Code. It's to uplift, it's to inspire, it's to really connect us more to that spiritual dimension of who we are so we can find our healing, so we can connect to the true soul expression that we are in this world, to bring love, to bring transformation, to really find our greater spiritual purpose. We're going to be talking about communicating with our loved ones, and we have an amazing guest. We're going to be talking to Reverend Karen E. Herrick. She completed her PhD at Union Institute and University in Philosophy and master's degree from Rutgers University in Social Work. It's my pleasure to welcome Reverend Karen Herrick to the show. Karen, it's such a pleasure to have you, and welcome to the Love Code.
Thank you.
Well, you certainly have an interesting life.
Yes, I do.
I guess I can pretty much guarantee that that's a true statement, right? Yeah, you know, it's such an interesting journey you've been on because I know that you're a counselor, you're working with families dealing with alcoholism, addictions in your practice, but you're doing so many fascinating things, and particularly the spiritual realm, this realm of mediumship, and, well, we have lots we're going to go into today. And before we do that, I'm really curious to know more about your personal journey and how you found this path that you're on and the work that you're doing in the spiritual dimension of life.
What woke me up really was in 1987 when I went to a conference in Connecticut. It was held at a former nunnery on the water in Connecticut. It was beautiful. It was a transpersonal conference, and I had no idea what transpersonal psychology was, but it studies the different types of spiritual experiences, not just your waking state in psychology. So I'm driving to Connecticut, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? It was a week-long program, and my daughter, I had 3 daughters, and the last one was at sleepaway camp, and I'm thinking I could be home, have the whole house to myself, and just what am I doing here? But I went to this conference, and because I had been at a conference with Claudia Black, who taught about children in alcoholic homes, and I'd had tea with this lady that you'll never see again, and she said, "Oh, if you like Claudia Black, you'll love Jacqueline Small, and she's a therapist from Texas." And I said, "I never heard of her." And she said, "Oh, if you ever get a chance, you'd really like her." Okay. So then 6 months later, this brochure comes across my desk from Jacqueline Small, and she's having this conference for a week, and it's on transpersonal psychology. So I call about it, and they said, well, it's a 9-month program with the Institute of Transpersonal Psychology in Menlo Park, California. I said, no, I didn't know that. And it costs $5,000, and I'm thinking, I don't have $5,000. Not for that anyway. And anyway, they said, well, there's a student loan, and you're guaranteed to get it if you apply for it. So I thought, this is all very interesting, so let me try it. Synchronistically, it was the same week my daughter was going to be gone, so I didn't have to worry about her. And sure enough, I got the $5,000, and I was on my way. So I get there, and there's 21 of us there, and they knew all about Jungian psychology, which I didn't know a thing about, and about past lives. And when I first arrived, there's this lady in front of this big tree in the courtyard, and she's saying, this was me in another life. I was like this tree. And I'm thinking, what did I sign up for? So then I go in, and this nun says to me, it was 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. She said, you can rest in your room if you'd like, as we don't start till after lunch. Would you like to be sent to go to your room? I love it. So she said, okay, you're in the lion's wing, right? So in my head, I saw LIONS, and and she leads me to this room, and it was the lion's wing, LYONS, which was one of my great-great-grandmother's maiden names. So I thought, well, maybe I'm supposed to be here, right? So I took a nap and then met all these other people that seemed so strange that people say that about me now, that you're so weird, you're into all these weird things. Yes, I am.
If you would like to stay updated and see more content, you can follow PRN on Twitter at live.prn and YouTube at Progressive Radio Network. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again for listening to PRN, the home of progressive voices.